little past 8.
What you got there?
Nothing.
I distinctly saw you put something behind your back.
It's nothing.
Well, then why are you trying to hide it?
I'm not hiding anything.
Yes, you are. Let me see it.
I'm not hiding.
What is it?
Jeffrey.
Come on. What
really?
is it?
No.
Let me see it.
All right.
Let me see it.
All right. Here.
The duck.
I know. I made it.
It's a very nice duck.
I made it for you.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
I just wanted to give you something that would remind you of everything we've been through the last few weeks.
I see. Thanks.
Actually, I was going to make a truck because of us coming across in a moving van, and then I thought about a kabuki figure because of the costumes, and then I just wanted to be a duck, I guess.
Well, it was very thoughtful of you to make something for me at all. And this is a first-rate duck.
Anyway, I hope it always reminds you of this time.
It just makes me realize right now that our little escapade is about to come to an end.
We hope.
You'll see your parents soon enough. I mean, Eden told you that Cruz's plan was working perfectly.
Yes, I know, but the last I spoke to her was last night. I just hope nothing's gone wrong.
He's still hanging on.
What'd you expect?
The doctors didn't expect him to live through the night.
What are the doctors?
He looks better than you do.
I just wish they'd tell me what's going on. I mean, I haven't heard anything in hours. That's what's driving me crazy, the waiting.
Your incessant babbling is driving me crazy. Why don't you go home?
How could you expect me to leave when my husband is on the verge of death? I don't know what Sophia's doing in there. I'm the one that should be keeping the vigil until he slowly fades away.
You hate his guts.
Well, we had our differences, but there was a good time.
What good time?
There were good times. He may not remember them, but I do, and I think that if he opens his eyes one more time, I should be the last person he sees before he fights the big one.
I wouldn't even wish that on this man. What do you got?
Nothing, sir. We've vet guards on every door since Capwell was admitted. No one matching Kelly Capwell's description has entered the hospital. What do you want to do?
Keep your men where they are. She may still try to get in. If she does, I want to take her into custody.
Yes, sir.
This doesn't make sense.
Well, Kelly probably knows you have the place staked out.
Of course she does. But with her old man kicking the bucket, she should be here. She wouldn't care. She'd want to say goodbye.
Reverend, good of you to come back again this morning. Cruz?
It's time.
Kelly. Poor Kelly. She's never going to see her father alive again. I think I'll put something special aside for her later on.
Sure, give her the keys to the yacht. They come in handy in prison.
Oh, shut up. You are such a beast. You know, somebody's got to think about the future, about providing for the family, and that's me. That's my place. But maybe you should go back to the computer and transfer as much money as possible into my accounts before he kicks off.
Don't you think you're rushing things a bit?
How? The man is on his deathbed.
Look at him in there. Doesn't that look familiar? He has been down before and he's gotten up.
Right. Well, at that time, he was in the coma for months and then came back like that. I could be wrenching my heart out for nothing. He may not die at all.
Well, I see the vultures are circling.
Mason, I just want you to know how badly I feel for you in your time of trouble.
Can't the two of you just leave us alone?
He's my husband. I have just as much right to be here as any of you do.
And what's your excuse, Timmons?
Well, you know, your sweetie's old man is in a bad way in there, but it doesn't make Kelly any less a fugitive. I want to be here if she shows up when the old man croaks.
You heartless.
Why don't you go back?
Hey, you! I'm not leaving. I'm staying here,
That's
Mason.
right.
father. He hates you, Tina.
Look, this is take it easy. This isn't going to solve anything.
Oh, no. Oh. Cece? Cece, darling? Nurse, do something. Can you help him? Do something.
He's in arrest. Prepare the defibrillator.
Where is your every 30-second wife announcement?
Please do something.
They don't need us
Please
to
save
do
him.
what they can.
Doctor, I don't want to lose him.
Nurse, get her out of here while we get to work.
No, I want to save him.
Now!
Let me go. No, I don't want to save him.
Clear. Once more. Clear.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed...
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm sorry, you shouldn't be here now.
Why?
We gotta be near our Father.
I understand, but you will have to go to the waiting room outside. We'll notify you just
Nurse,
look
one-
at... Doctor, please.
I'm sorry. Mr. Capwell is dead.
Oh, no. No. Oh, I'm so glad we came up here.
Yeah, well, I got another great idea. I have a feeling that if you go out to the car, you might find some cross-country skis.
You rented some skis?
Well, I thought we might give it a shot. Of course, you might have to be stopping and picking up your old man, dusting him off
no,
everything.
let's go.
Now, wait a minute. Wait 5 minutes. Let the breakfast go down. I'll tell you what, look. You go out to the car and get the skis, and we'll check the bindings and wax them down.
Okay.
How's that?
You sound like you know what you're talking about.
All right.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Caroline? It's Gus. Yeah, I'm all right. How's the motel? Yeah, we're all settled in. Well, she's never been happier or more at ease than she is here. No, I don't see that we have to wait anymore.
Of course nothing's gone wrong. And according to the plan, they were supposed to contact us this morning.
Yes, but they know I'm waiting.
Come on. You've been so strong and confident throughout all of this. I mean, why start worrying now?
I don't know, I guess because it's just so close to the end.
I wish I had something to give you. Something you could remember this time by.
If there's any way I could forget this.
This really is a lovely duck.
You're still not wearing the ring this morning.
No, I never wear it. I just carry it with me.
Listen, Jeffrey, I know it's a real personal thing to you. But can I see it just once? There's something so familiar about this ring.
Oh, there's probably plenty of them like it.
Not engraved.
Yeah, I'm not sure that CC Capwell would consider my job done if I deliver you home looking like that.
Oh, I know it. I'm a mess. I know.
I actually look quite wonderful for someone who's been scuffling about in the snow and the hay and the dirt and the dust for the last couple of weeks.
Well, I hate for them to see me like this, but... Oh, well.
I know what I can give you. Take your clothes off.
What?
Go ahead, take your clothes off.
Is there a shower in the tack room?
No, but there's plenty of hot water, and I spied with my little eye a large wash tub sitting behind the bar.
Jeffrey, that would be the most wonderful present.
Well, shall I prepare Madame's bath then?
Right?
I know that I got upset. Fell apart, but I'm really all right now. We're going to have to be strong. We're all going to have to be very strong. Cece's gone, and they did everything they could. I'm all right. I'm all right. We're going to have to make arrangements for services.
Listen, I've arranged to get us out the back way so we can avoid the press.
Somebody's got to talk to him.
I'll take care of that.
Oh, Cruz, thank you so much. If you ever show your loathsome face to anywhere near the father of my children, I'll tear you apart with my bare hands.
You have no right to talk to me like that. After all, I feel terrible, too. I have just as much right to be here as you do. The man was my husband.
That's why he's in there dead. Because you killed him.
It's a lie, Sophia. He asked for his pills? What pills? I never saw him take any pills, did you?
You killed him with your treachery. It was like putting a knife in his heart.
No. You're the one who killed him. You're the one who wouldn't let our marriage work. No, you had to go
CC, don't you dare talk about that disgusting marriage in the same breath as his mother. I mean,
please, I know it's difficult, but try to control it.
I know.
Excuse me, Mrs. Capwell.
Yes. Yes.
I need to know where you want Mr. Capwell sent.
I thought that...
Mr. Capwell, we'll go to the funeral home, and then we will take you home. And we will have services there, because that's what it is. Let's take him home.
Taking him home? We're gonna have him cremated. Keith, what am I gonna do? Cece's dead. That means my deal's dead. Mason will never let me see Brandon again. I'm not going back to that crummy hotel room, and I know they're gonna kick me out of the house. I've already spent every cent I've embezzled. What am I gonna do? Is there any way to contest the will? Keith, I am standing here, pouring my heart out to you. My guts are lying all over the floor. You're not even listening.
It's like I'm watching a movie or something.
Yeah, but you're not.
I know. Something isn't right.
So do we have to stay on this trail?
Nope. We can go wherever we want. We blaze our own trail.
Oh, who could that be?
One way to find out.
Going skiing? Caroline! Oh, come in, come in. How did you know we were up here?
Well, your father mentioned it to me yesterday, and I got up this morning and realized I didn't have a thing to do all day, so I thought I'd drive up.
Oh, what a nice surprise.
Oh, it is so absolutely gorgeous here. I'd forgotten how much I miss snow. Well, I hope I'm not holding you two up.
Oh, no, no. You have to come cross-country skiing with us.
Me? Oh, you don't know what all you'd be letting yourself in for.
Well, wait a minute. What, the two of you are going to use one ski apiece?
No, I'm sure I saw another pair of skis in the garage.
Oh, no, you got me.
Well, look, I'm going to go check, okay? I'll be right back.
She really does seem happier than I've ever seen her.
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought the time might be right for you to go ahead and just tell her that you're her mother.
I've waited this long. I just hate to rush her into it.
Cold feet?
Well, you may feel that she's ready to be told, but I have to be absolutely certain for my own peace of mind.
All right, all right. Talk to her. You'll know better than anyone else when the time is right.
Thank you, Gus, for knowing when to push and when not to.
Well, I guess I learned a little something about you after all this time.
I found him. Are we ready?
Well, I guess we're about as ready as we'll ever be, sweetheart. We're on the highway now, ma'am.
It's not funny to laugh at my demise.
Everything all right back there?
Oh, yeah, the deceased and I are just fine.
You gave a performance that is possibly the best performance I've ever seen you
Yeah,
give.
you
You know
think
that?
so? Thank
Yes,
you.
I did.
You should have seen when I gave to Gina both barrels, only then I wasn't acting.
That's because she understands the account for your insurmountable grief. That's where it comes from.
Right. Oh, and Eden was wonderful. Eyes were brimming with tears when what's cracked.
Oh, I knew you guys had been through for us.
I'll tell you something, though. When you were lying in the hospital bed and the doctor said it was all over, all of a sudden it didn't seem like a game. I got frightened. I was thinking about you last year being so sick.
Didn't I tell you that I was indestructible? I will live forever, if not even longer.
Now, we're on our way to the funeral home.
And we pick up the coffin, and Jeffrey and Kelly will be heading home by that time. And when they get in the house, we will have our reunion.
And then how do we get them out of the house?
In the coffin.
Oh, Cruz thought of
That's
everything.
right. And when we get them safely outside the house, I will then become alive again for Gina and for Timmons. He really did think that I'm with the angels, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, I think so. And Gina almost swooned with the drama of the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to stop his surveillance of the house, but the Cruz does have one more wrinkle to make sure that Kelly and Jeffrey get inside the house. Driver, how long does it take to get to the funeral home?
It'll be 30 minutes before we can pick up the coffin, sir.
30 minutes. Do us a favor, will you? Don't disturb us.
Yes, sir.
30 minutes.
CC in here?
It's my afterlife. I can do whatever I want. Can't I?
The graves, a fine and quiet place, but none, I think, dare to embrace.
Well, I agree on that. But not here. Trust me.
Still there?
Oh, yeah. In fact, we've been promoted. There used to be one guy in a van watching us. Now he's got two guys out there.
That's not going to ruin anything, is it?
Nah, would I let that happen?
No, because you're a genius.
I'm such a genius, how come it takes me 17 times to get my tie right this time? Of course, I did figure that I'm dealing with a family of ham actors.
Ham? Who are you calling a ham?
Well, if you ain't no ham, you're at least a sausage link.
That's it. I'm giving up the stage. This is one Capwell you're not going to shove around anymore.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I was going to call Kelly and Jeffrey and tell... The phone could be tapped. I'm sorry.
That's okay, but we don't have to worry about them. Kelly and Jeffrey know that Haley's going to be picking them up.
You know, I can't help but think that maybe it wasn't such a smart idea getting Haley involved in all this. I mean, you saw the way she walked out of the hospital last night in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I know that definitely wasn't part of the plan. Hope she's not getting cold feet. I mean, Gina is her aunt, after all.
Well, there's not much we can do about it now. We just have to hope that Ted will tell her how important this is.
Haley, we're counting on you. Look, Kelly is counting on you.
Wrong. I saw how this was affecting Gina in the hospital, and I'm not going to be a part of it.
Think about what Gina is doing to Kelly. Now, she has known she was innocent all along, yet she's forced her to go running around like she's a criminal.
I know. I talked to her at Christmas, and I know how hard she was trying, and I know she was lonely.
Well, then, this is your chance to do something about it. Now, you're the only person that can get Kelly and Jeffrey. In fact, you're the only person that get Bass Keys without being followed.
That's right. But it's wrong, Ted. It's so wrong. I mean, making Gina think that your father has had a heart attack and now that he's actually dead?
What, Gina pretended she was dead and you didn't know. In fact, she didn't have any more feelings for you than she did for us. Now, Haley, this is the only way.
I'm sorry.
Wait, look at me now. If you can't find it in you to do this for my family or for Kelly, just do it for me.
So, is that paradise? Or what? Better than Cleopatra's milk baths, eh?
10 times better.
Good. You're welcome.
Thank you. So, what becomes of you after all this is over?
Oh, I guess I'll get my reward and Possibly your father can arrange for a Congressional Medal of Honor.
I meant after all the adulation dies down and... You know, Jeffrey, you've been so mysterious about
Good
your
heavens,
plans.
you have forgotten something in your bath.
No, I'm not.
Duck!
Ah! Thank you. Even though you avoided my question.
What question?
I was just wondering if you were considering the possibility of staying in Santa Barbara.
No, not considering. I have every intention of staying.
And?
And then again, you never know.
Jeffrey, I think we've been together long enough, so you'd know that we're on the same side.
What side might that be?
That you can let me in on your secret. I will not betray you.
Not if you could help yourself.
What?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
I'm sorry. I know, we had 2 minutes of getting along, and then I asked a few nosy questions, and you turned cold.
Hey, look, we were thrown into a situation together where we had to rely on each other. And now it's time to go back to the real world.
Which is what? What does that mean?
Hello? Jeffrey?
Haley?
Kelly. Kelly?
Hey, thank God!
I would have been here sooner. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're here. Listen, thank you so much for doing this.
Well, your family is really excited to see you. Now, look, I have the car outside, okay? When you get ready, get her out there, and I'll take you
All
home.
right, 2 minutes.
All right.
Bye.
Well, I guess this signifies the end of our adventure.
Is it? Does this mean that I won't be seeing you anymore?
Here.
Thank you.
Can I have my duck, please? I'd better go and see if she's parked in a safe spot.
Still haven't answered my question, Jeffrey. Jeffrey?
They should be on their way here.
You sure Haley wasn't going to back down?
Positive. I'm gonna go check the living room, make sure everything's set up.
Nathan, why was Victoria at the hospital last night?
I told you. She heard about Dad on the news and was concerned, that's all.
Why'd you leave with her?
I can hardly be expected to explain that to you now.
Is there something going on between you and Victoria?
I told you, now's not the time to talk about it.
Hey, Haley dropped herself up the road a ways and then drove back in the estate.
Great. What happens now?
Well, we're running right on schedule. We got a second diversion due any minute. Hopefully it'll give you enough time to get into the wine cellar.
Great.
What is it, man? You hear that?
An ambulance?
Let's go.
The ambulance with Dad's body just pulled up outside.
Mom. Oh.
Gentlemen.
You believe they're actually bringing the body into the house? How sick can you get? I mean, why don't they just prop him up at the door like a butler?
Oh, shut up.
What's with you?
Is there some problem, gentlemen?
The wheels are jammed between tiles.
Oh, great. Probably gonna dump him right there. That's all we need.
Well, maybe we better just carry the coffin.
It's extremely heavy, Mr. Capwell. I don't believe the four of us can do it.
Would have been so much easier if we just cremated him. Then all you'd have is a little jar of ashes to worry about.
Keith, we're going to need some help here. Do you think you could get two of your men to help us with the coffin?
Sure.
Guys?
Come on, either side. Come.
And up, fiddle.
Okay, now listen. You got to stay put down here until I can send somebody down here to get you, okay?
I hope you heard that, huh?
It could be a little while.
Well, I've waited this long.
Okay, just be patient.
All right, Cruz,
All right.
thanks.
Okay. Welcome home.
Could you please leave our house in peace? We all want to pay our condolences to CC privately.
Sorry, Sophia. I got court orders. I stay and my men stay.
Don't expect me to leave. After all, CC was my...
Shut up, Gina.
Ah. It looks like this has finally taken the wind out of that witch. God help me, I even feel sorry for her. Separated from the man she loved for all these years, and now they'll never be together. You have to admit it's sad.
I think it's time for the children to all pay their last respects individually. Maybe the eldest should go first, Mason.
They're in.
Just me.
Mason. Kelly safely in?
Right on schedule.
Oh, thank God.
Well, we can have a little family-only service later on. All we have to do is sneak her up to this room. You look good dead, Dad. I'm impressed.
Mason, we pulled off the impossible.
I just, never envisioned a world without you in it, Dad. Oh, I know there were those that would say we had a turbulent relationship, but I know better, Dad. Oh, I know there were times when you behaved like a pig-headed tyrant. Times when you were so unreasonable that I wanted to strangle you. So many names I never got to call you. So many curses you never heard. I know there were those that would say it wasn't an ideal father-son relationship, but maybe it was, and we just didn't realize it. I only know that when the doctor told me you were gone, some of the light went out of my life, and a lot of the meaning. I'm gonna miss you, Daddy.
Always.
Gina, I had no idea anyone was here.
Oh, that was so beautiful. No, I do think it's kind of creepy having him in here. He's already starting to turn, isn't he?
Turn?
You know, get that awful, bloated, dead look. Like what happened to Elvis when he died.
Yeah. You know, I believe you're right.
Well, he's out of our lives forever.
Oh, I think Dad will always be a presence in our life, Gina.
You know, you're right. I don't know what to do. I loved him almost as much as I hated him. I never wanted this to happen, you know. I never wanted him to die. Do you believe that?
Oh, I believe you, Gina. And I think that, in spite of everything you've put us through, you deserve a chance alone with him. These are going to be your last words with the old man, so make them count.
Seems kind of strange talking to a dead body, especially when he looks so terrible.
You just have to imagine that somehow, somewhere, he can hear every word you say.
You think it's too late to have him cremated?
Probably not, but don't let that weigh on your mind, Gina. Talk to him.
I'm sorry, Cece, but if I look at you, I'll get sick to my stomach. I meant what I said to Mason. I didn't want you to die. Well, I admit I did want you to die before when you had your stroke, but that was then. I didn't want you to die now. Actually, considering when you did, well, it would have been better if you'd died then, rather than now. But I wish you hadn't died at all. Because actually, I cared for you. And I know that no matter how horrible the things were that you said to me, that deep down inside you always loved me. I do wish I'd told you where the tape was hidden. It's hidden in the... No, doesn't matter now that you're dead. I just want you to know one thing. That you'll always miss me. Not today, not tomorrow, but for all eternity.
Timmons isn't anywhere around. I want to see Kelly.
Not yet, Sophia. He's around here somewhere. It's too risky.
When can I see her?
Well, maybe later tonight when his men are asleep or after they've gone. We can't go traipsing down there while he's wandering around the place.
I think it's time to give Keith Timmons a piece of my mind.
Well, be careful, all right?
Watch my dust. I want you and your henchmen out of my house right now.
Sorry, no can do, Blondie.
Is there nothing you respect? Not even death? My family is going through hell, and you're not even taking the trouble to impersonate a human being. We don't know where my sister is, and even if we did, your goons here are stepping all over our feelings and our property. My sister doesn't even have the chance to give my father his last respect. What else do you want from us? You unfeeling son of a...
Hey.
Take care.
What did I do? I didn't say anything. Why did they react? Is it me? No.
Keith, I just thought I'd crack open some champagne to celebrate my father's demise. You care to join me?
Well, listen, I knew you weren't too crazy about the old goat. I never realized you hated him.
Well, let that be a reminder of how little you know about me, Keith. Gee, this must feel like home to you, huh? This was, Wiretap Central, wasn't it? You know where the good stuff is. Why don't you go pick out a bottle?
Why not?
Thank you for coming up here. It was great.
Oh, I'm glad I came. I've never seen you this happy.
Hey, I'm going to make some hot chocolate.
Honey, before we make it, maybe you and I could have a little talk.
Sure. About what?
Well, you see, I didn't just happen to come up here. I came up here because there's something important I have to tell you.
Something we both have to tell you, sweetheart. We probably should have told you a long time ago.
Well, what is it? You hope it's so serious. No, honey, it's nothing you should be frightened of.
No, not at all.
In fact, I'm hoping very much that you'd be pleased by the news. Sweetheart, see, your mother isn't dead.
Well, I don't understand. She is.
No, honey, Ollie was not your mother. I'm your mother, baby.
Well, so long, Dan. Well, back to the dreary business upstairs. Why don't you stay down here, Keith? Help yourself.
Oh, I'll come with you. The Capwell's funerary rituals interest me.
That was entirely too close for comfort.
Keith being here, or am I seeing Mason's ring?
You're not going to start on about that ring stuff again, are
Mason
you?
had a ring identical to the one that you carry around. I knew I'd seen it somewhere.
Hardly identical.
It's exactly the same, Jeffrey.
I've told you before, there's probably hundreds like it.
I don't believe that was just a coincidence. Especially since you've been so secretive about
You
all
better
of it.
start believing it's a coincidence for your own good.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you're in no position to start considering anything except your own safety right now. I mean, we have got to be on our toes every minute here. Do you realize how lucky you were that you weren't caught right then, hmm?
What are you doing?
I'm going to go see how Haley's doing.
All right, darling. I feel now that all the children have paid their respects, that we should have a service a little later this evening.
Sounds like a good idea.
The service is for the family. That means myself and his children, not you.
They're not shutting me out of this.
No, I think Sophia's absolutely right about this. I think it would be inappropriate for you to be there.
What are you doing? Are you siding with her over her?
Well, I'm just sensitive to the situation. There's a dead man in there. It's his home. I would like to pay my respects if no one minds.
Yes, I certainly do mind. You have no right to be in there.
You hardly knew my father, and what he knew of you, he despised.
Well, gee, that's true, but I knew him long enough for my admiration to swell. He was a ruthless man, my idol. And I hate to see him pass without my acknowledging it.
You've acknowledged it. I see no reason for you to further desecrate his memory. I forbid your going in there.
I have legal permission to go anywhere I damn well please in this house, hmm? Oh, CC. How to begin?
You're my mother? Yes. Your father and I knew each other a long time ago, and then after you were born, we couldn't make it work, and so I left with Jane, and your father took you. Baby, I never should have left you.
You mean all the time that we were together? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say something? You could have told me. You both lied to me.
Baby, no. We just weren't sure that you were in any position to understand.
I do not understand. My mother's dead. All the time I was in the hospital, I thought... Did you know that I was in the hospital?
Alice, honey, I...
Didn't answer the question. Did you know I was in the hospital?
Yes. When your father was sent to prison and you were put in that hospital, I knew you were there.
You didn't come for me? You're my mother, and you left me in that horrible place. You didn't come for me? No, get away from me!
Now, hold on, Ez. The least you can do is just let it say what she wants to say.
No, get away from me!
Alice.
Alice.
I've always admired you so. You know, CC, I remember when I was a kid, back in junior high, and you were lobbying to get a highway put in on the coast. Put all the small mom-and-pop businesses right out of business. But you made a fortune because you owned the property that they were buying. Right then, I knew you were my kind of guy. You know? You'd step on anybody to make a buck. And I like that in you. You're a man of strength and action. I guess that's the reason I went after you and your family with such a passion. Because I admired you so. I mean, you'd do just about anything for your family. Not even short of dying. Yeah, they inherited your strength and conviction, CC. They inherited your cleverness. You ought to realize how clever you all were. But you know, one thing you didn't realize is that you're not clever enough not to know that dead men don't register.
Hey!
What's going on?
In the house! Kelly's in the house!
No, right, because a dead man lying in there.
She's in the cellar! Got it now.